with the People Talk Show. Come on in.
If I'm a bad person, you don't like me. Well, I guess I'll make my own way.
What's up, guys? Welcome back with the People Talk Show. I'm your host, TC King. Been a minute since I've done this, so it's gonna. Sorry, that's my friend. But we'll try to revamp this thing a little bit. Try to get some guests, some friends of mine, some family. Maybe later on down the road have an actual good guest. But we'll find out how that goes. So, anyways, let's just. I'm really tired of it's a dull personality I put someone because I've seen a lot of the YouTube channels, so I tried to imitate them. Like it's not entertaining, none of that. So let's make this entertaining for you to watch. Let's make it, kind of fun. Kind of dull. I tried to be, just a plain talk show host, but that don't work. Apparently not. So what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna be me, 100%. I'm gonna throw me out there and see, maybe you like it, maybe you don't. I don't know. So, I just thought that was beer. I quit drinking a little bit, not so much. I'm not gonna quit drinking. But shameless plug, right here. The new Steve Austin podcast, Stone Cold Show Unleashed, come out. Steve Austin Show Unleashed came out today. Gave it a listen. Had Scott Hall, good material. Last week you had Jake Snake Roberts. Now that, you gotta go watch that one. Wrestling news, SmackDown was tonight. Didn't really catch much of it because I wasn't home. So I'll have to go on the network later and check that out. But I did catch the main event, which was Roman Reigns, Dean Ambrose, and Seth Rollins, Sheamus. So, sorry, I'm tired here. But, anyway, I don't know what I'm saying. Maybe I can edit that out later. I don't know. But, trying to see what I can dig up here. College football is back, so I really want to delve into college football. I have to give my unbiased opinion. I am an Alabama fan, Roll Tide. But I kind of have to give my unbiased opinion on teams. We're only in the second week of college football. Yes, really when you tell. And delved into the Auburn game. Really, I honestly thought Auburn should have lost. They literally pulled a rabbit out the damn ass on that one. Man, what the hell? How do you almost lose to Jacksonville State? I mean, they're good, I get that. But you're representing SEC. That's what you're representing. And you almost lose. It's a problem. Alabama really didn't do much better either. Gotta be honest. We started off slow in the first half. Come back strong in the second half. I see this year being a second half team. Team to watch this year. I'm gonna have to go probably TCU. Texas Christian University, I think. Probably go with them or try to say I ain't gonna go Florida State because I don't like Florida State. Try to go with them or Ohio State. I mean, they're defending national champions, so you got to prove something. But overall, I mean, you got more weeks to go in college football, so we'll see what happens. But on more wrestling news, let's see if I can pull up. Let me see here. See, WWE World Heavyweight Champion and United States Champion Seth Rollins kicked off Thursday's latest show, seemingly unfazed after being forced to tap out. That now, if you watch Raw, Sting, first time in history. Yeah. It's Kofi Kingston. And I did like the little, cause I think I came in on a segment with Nikki Bella and PCB, and then Adam Rose. So really trying to figure Adam Rose out. Party Animal, now he's Party Cooper. What? I mean, I watched NXT, so yeah. But just trying to figure that out. And October 7th, catch NXT TakeOver. First time ever, the Divas, NXT Divas, will be the main event for the NXT Women's Championship in the first ever, I like to call it, as the fans called it, Iron Woman match. I think it's the first ever. You can tweet me later, whatever. I'll put the my Twitter in the bottom down there. So, but NXT was jumping. Bull Dempsey, Bull Fit. I like that whole thing. It's pretty awesome. But anyway, see what I can dig up on SmackDown. Back up what I was doing, what happened. Because like I said, let's see. Go to my favorite thing. Because if you don't get to catch it, you can go to Bleacher Report, and they'll give you a play-by-play on everything. So Bleacher Report's pretty awesome. Just got to throw that in there. That's my app, man. That's my app. But I mean, let's see. Let's go. I don't want raw photos. Here we go. Now there is some controversy with Nikki and Paige, because the latest thing I read was Paige didn't think Nikki should break AJ's record, which I really honestly think the only reason AJ Lee held the title that long was because of Punk, which is stupid. So we'll find that out. And really, we'll just delve in to that here in a little bit. But I mean, like I said, I really didn't catch SmackDown that much. I was gone working, so can't help that. Gotta make money somehow. This ain't paying the bills. Wish it would though. That'd be awesome. Let's see. Oh, now this is new. Gotta read this to you. It says, although WWE has given no indication it has anything to do with as much, nor has there been any real confrontation from any reliable sources, many fans are in the belief that Nikki Bella broke the record for most consecutive days as Divas Champion to take away from AJ Lee. At a recent Comic-Con, Paige was asked if it was a shot at CM Punk, considering the fact that AJ is his wife and industry responsible, or at least that's the belief for her leaving the company. Her response: "Oh, I don't think so. Don't get me involved in this. I don't need that heat. Brother, I don't know. I have no idea. I don't get involved in that shit." That's the best way to put it. Because she actually, I know what she meant. I've met AJ and, not AJ, Paige, and she's got sick now. So, it's like, I don't think it was. I mean, Punk left bad. Can't say he didn't. The way he left, the way I tell you is because he went in the main event at WrestleMania. Dude, get over it. If you're tired of doing it, leave. I mean, really? But I mean, that's his decision to leave. I have my opinion on that. So I could go all day on CM Punk leaving. Was it best for business? Might not have been the best thing for business, but now he's stepping up to the next level at UFC, and I can't wait till he debuts, just like Brock Lesnar. And no, it's not to see him get his ass kicked like most UFC fans. I want to see him succeed. And, now, you want to talk controversy? Let's talk controversy with SummerSlam. Two things happened. First thing happened was Jon Stewart coming out said, and I quote, to protect Ric Flair's legacy. Well, records were made to be broke. But I guess that was to build this whole Sting thing, which I'm really hoping Sting wins the title. And then The Undertaker. Now, you get into it, my mom's a big Undertaker fan. You ask her, he should win every match he's in, this and that. Me, WrestleMania rolls around, depending on who he's facing, sometimes I pull for him, sometimes I pull against him. That's just me. And did I think WrestleMania 30 he should have lost? No, I think that should have been Bray Wyatt. The whole new Face of Fear thing, that would have built him up. But it ended with Brock Lesnar, which is good for Brock Lesnar. But then you move into SummerSlam this year. And if you go back, and you can look on here on YouTube, if you've got the network, go look at that, watch it. Taker taps out. I want it's just to build them more into a bigger match. And I was kind of hoping maybe Brock Lesnar, Stone Cold, but probably one of WrestleMania 32 is going to be Lesnar, Taker, 3 for a rubber match. It's probably, Taker, and it's going to be the whole, I didn't lose, you tapped out, and this and that. I mean, if you're inside, the inner workings of the business and how they operate, and you can go to the dirt sheets, whatever, because, well, now you got internet and social media, so there's people out there, that's going to give you the spoilers and all that. But anyway, but that's what that's going to do. That's what they're, aiming to do, I think. Can't quote me on that, because just because they're headed this way, they can go this way or that way. So, you just have to check, see how that works out. Hopefully, I want Austin and Lesnar, WrestleMania 32, Texas Death Match. That'd be awesome. Just see Stone Cold back in the ring. But Undertaker tapped out. So, I've seen a lot of the fans pissed off about Taker tapping out. So, he lost, he tapped. Not pissed off that he tapped out, but pissed off because he won after he tapped out. Well, the ref didn't see it, so the rules are, the ref doesn't see it, it didn't happen. Timekeeper saw it, so, he rang the bell. Sorry, I had a hair right there. Anyway, ref don't see it, don't happen. So that's just the way that goes. Me personally, did piss me off. I was pulling for Lesnar. How does Heyman say it? The 11th commandment. Thou shalt not provoke Brock Lesnar. No, let me say it. Brock Lesnar. I can't do it like Heyman. He's one of the best. I guess I think he is the best. I'm a Heyman guy. Can't help it. Paul Heyman, if you're watching, follow me on Twitter. Please follow me on Twitter. I follow you. Do it. Anyway, so that's the way that one goes. I mean, they're gonna build it up. Probably WrestleMania 32, Undertaker, Lesnar. I mean, and personally, I thought after Undertaker lost at WrestleMania, the Undertaker should have just. Now, would I agree with him coming back to face Lesnar again? Yeah. Avenge your only loss at WrestleMania. But why come back at WrestleMania? You're 32-1. You should have or 22-1. I'm 32. I'm still thinking of WrestleMania 32. But you're 22. He should have just. I'm done. You have nothing left. Your streak's gone. You were 21-1. So you come back to face Bray Wyatt. You win 22-1. What's the point? You lost your streak. Stay gone. Come back and fight. Brock Lesnar. Avenge your only loss. Yeah. I'm fine with that. Now, don't get me wrong. I respect The Undertaker. I've met him. He's a pretty cool guy. I respect any legend in the industry, in the business. But to me, we saw him less and less on television. So that pretty much told you he's getting ready. He's getting ready to retire. But the thing is, why didn't you? You didn't have to retire after WrestleMania, no. But you didn't have to come back at WrestleMania. You lost. You should have come. You should have waited. WrestleMania 32. Stay gone almost 2 years. 2 years. Stay gone. Then come back right before WrestleMania 32. Instant match. Instant classic. Because the first match honestly was sloppy with Brock Lesnar. Just saying that one. I mean, if you got the network, you can go watch it. I got the whole collection. WrestleMania. So, I mean, I haven't missed a WrestleMania since WrestleMania 18. So, and I ain't missed a Royal Rumble since I was probably 6 or 7. I ain't missed a Royal Rumble. I mean, that's how long I've been watching wrestling. That's why I decided to turn this whole show into pretty much talking about wrestling. And to me, I mean, I know some of my friends that actually still wrestle, and I ask them, what are you, sports entertainer or professional wrestler? And it kind of pisses me off when they say I'm a sports entertainer. Well, then, I don't, what? I like professional wrestling. Now, TNA, I do not watch because TNA is garbage. And if you're a TNA fan, I'm sorry, but I don't like TNA. I was happy when Samoa Joe come over to WWE and signed in NXT. I was happy with that. Wish they'd get AJ Styles, but I mean, if you watch TNA, it's good for you. But as far as not watching WWE, I watch Ring of Honor. I mean, Ring of Honor, if you haven't seen it, you need to see Ring of Honor. They got some good talent. Great storytellers in the ring that tell a story. Pretty much like NXT is trying to do. But see, NXT is doing something way more different. I think it's a little bit better because they're using the women more. I mean, if you haven't seen this whole revolution in women's sports, Serena Williams, Venus Williams, WNBA, Danica Patrick in NASCAR, Divas Revolution. So, this whole thing going on in the sports world and in sports entertainment, I think it's kind of cool. You're giving the women a chance here. You're giving divas an opportunity to showcase their talent. Some of them honestly are better than the men. And if you watched NXT TakeOver Brooklyn, best match I've seen in a long time was Sasha Banks and Bayley. I like Bayley. Not as much as I like Sasha though. But I knew when they brought Sasha up to the main roster, just like when they brought Paige up to the main roster, NXT Women's Championship pretty much gonna be gone. But women are taking center stage in sports. So you gotta look more at that. And I think it's awesome. I can't say, there's a lot of old school wrestling fans who say, no, we need the guys. I've seen some Divas matches, and some of them are good. Some of them are sloppy. I still think they could use them more. So, this whole Divas Revolution, I like it. I can't say I don't. I'm just waiting for the Divas to main event, like WrestleMania or something. So, can't wait for that. See. Oh, yeah. I gotta get this in. A little bit of politics. Now, the other night I was watching Donald Trump giving a speech. And some of you probably ain't gonna like what I'm gonna say. But, he's got my vote. Donald Trump's got my vote. I'm sorry. I think he can do a lot of good for this country. And it's not because he's a billionaire. It's his ideas. He says what he means. He's unapologetic. He's not being paid by lobbyists. He will not take the money. He's spending his own money for his own campaign. So he can't be controlled by the lobbyist. His whole border control plan, and say, oh, everybody was like, he hates Mexicans, he hates Mexicans. No, that's never what he said. What he said was illegal immigrants are coming over here, raping our women and killing our women. So that's took out of context because of one thing, because this involves Mexicans. He never said he hated Mexicans. Now me, for one, I'm not against anybody coming to this country. But I'm against somebody coming to this country illegally. I'm against putting them on our bases when we have men and women on the streets that served in the military. But yet, we're not supposed to help our own. We're not supposed to help Americans. We're supposed to help everybody else before us. And Donald Trump wants to take that and say, no, I'm helping America, let's make America great again. So yeah, he's got my vote. I'll throw it out there. Like I said, that's the little politics thing. Politics, not politics. I want to say politics. Damn. I guess I'm going to jump on the politics. But like Mick Foley. Or like Edge did at WrestleMania. WrestleMania 22, I think. When Edge finally got thrown. But, yeah, hopefully, next couple shows we get, some guests, some people to talk to. Besides y'all just sitting here listening to my boring ass all the time. Plus, I'm a little more interesting when I'm talking to somebody. So, check back and hit the like button, like the video, subscribe to the video. I'm going to leave my Twitter in the bottom. So you can hit me up and deuces.
I'm a bad person, you don't like me.